everyone, my name is Cora Maria and welcome to my Pastel Rainbow Haulternative. This is actually my third time filming it because the other two times just either didn't work out or were really bad. But we're here. We're gonna try again. Gotta persevere, straighten your hair clip bow tie, and move on. So I have about 8 items to show you today, but before I do that, I want to explain what a haulternative actually is. So we've all heard of haul videos, right? Where someone shows a bunch of things that they happen to have bought, usually new or fast fashion, but the haulternative is supposed to be a more sustainable fashion alternative to that. So instead of buying new clothes or clothes you don't really need, you showcase things that you have bought secondhand, you've bought from independent small businesses, things that you just happen to really like and really enjoy wearing, or things you may have repaired yourself or made yourself, and you know, pretty much an alternative to buying things new. And the reason why haulternatives are so important is because the fashion industry is often rife with human rights violations and pollution, and if you're interested in learning more about that, I have a resource list in the description. But today I wanted to focus on some of my vintage and small business finds. Our first item of today being this little paw print charm that my sister Eben made me. I'm not sure if you can see it very well. To be honest, I still haven't figured out what to do with this, but my sister is in a bit of a financial pickle at the moment and she really wanted to try learning how to make these little beads to make a bit of extra money to help support herself. And I asked her to make it for me, and in return she asked for $10, 10 Australian dollars that is, and I gave her a little tip of $2 just because I'm such an amazing big sister. So this could be something you could add to like a bracelet or a necklace. I might even ask her to make a second one and I can make it into like a pair of earrings or something, but I don't know yet, and this is probably one of my least thought out purchases, but I know that if I do figure out what to do with it, it will match a lot of what I happen to own. The next item in my pastel rainbow alternative is this thing that totally isn't pastel rainbow, but she's a darling. I'm kidding. I love her so much, but yeah, this is my Kippy cat. She wants me to put her down, so we just did. Swear I keep needing to straighten my bow tie. On to item number 2. This candy coloured beret. I got this hand knitted beret off of Depop. Oddly enough, I don't know exactly what the yarn is made out of, but it feels kind of synthetic. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of, or even pronounce the name of, this Depop store very well, but it says that this beret was handmade. I don't know exactly by who, but I think it was around the Gold Coast, and the fact that it's from the Gold Coast means that there wasn't a big distance for it to ship either, meaning that it would have had a lower carbon footprint just to get to me. But when it comes to berets, it can be difficult to find good sustainable options, especially if you want something that is like cute and pastel like this one. The colors don't read that well on the camera, but I really like hats because I feel like they really can help complete a look. And I do not have many hats. I have about 3, but I only wear about 2 of them, and I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of the one that I don't wear so much because it's a bit of a tricky colour to coordinate, I guess, and it's also a similar colour to one of my other hats that I like to wear all the time. But so you can't exactly see the pink from the front, but I really like it. Maybe I'll keep wearing it for the rest of the video. I think we're on to item number 3. This is the last accessory I will show in this video. It is this Saks scarf with pink roses, and it's so gorgeous. So this item I've been wearing the least out of everything in this Haulternative, but hey, I'm actually wearing it, unlike the little charm I showed you before. And I ended up getting this at the Fashion Revolution event in Brisbane. I had a free styling session with the Unmaterial girl. She convinced me to give scarves a go because they're supposed to be like really versatile, like you could tie it around your neck or around your head. I feel like it doesn't look that great around my head, but I do like the idea of wearing it around my waist, and I'm thinking about maybe also wearing it as like sort of a shrug. So you like throw it over your shoulders, sort of tie it behind your back a little bit, and then you've got like this cute shrug. And and I can't try doing that until it warms up a bit. I was also thinking you could like tie it around your bodice like a top, which would be absolutely amazing in the summer if you need to go to the beach. That was pretty cool. It only cost me like $10, which is pretty good, and I'll try and link the vintage store in the description below if I can remember which one it was, which I think I can find out fairly easily. But yeah, it's really good to buy vintage because it means that you're buying clothes that already exist, already have a pre-existing life. Oh my god. I've got to keep the door closed to keep the noise out, but I've got to keep it open or else she gets mad at me. You're so cute, Kippy, but I'm trying to film a video. I didn't put this on the coat hanger properly, so it's kind of upside down at the moment. It looks like some kind of skirt without a waistband, but it is actually a tie top. Can you not? I have sliding doors, and this sly little kitty has just opened the doors. Maybe I'll just leave that door open a crack and hopefully none of the cats will try and interrupt my filming time. So anyways, this top. It's really good for layering. It's from a local Brisbane brand called Coy Street Clothing, though it says corduroy here. I think it's made out of secondhand fabric from like the op shop or something. I had been eyeing this up during like the first 2 days of the weekend, but it costs like $90, which some people might think is way too expensive for like a simple tie top like this, but it really isn't, because I don't know how long it took for the designer to make this, but it would have taken long enough for if you were to like break down the cost of this garment per hour, obviously subtracting the cost of the materials, then you'd probably see that the cost of what she gets per hour is maybe reasonable, or perhaps it's actually surprisingly low when you think about it. But I didn't have $90 to spend on this top, so what did I do? I won it in a lucky door prize at the Fashion Revolution weekend. Well, actually I won a different top from the same store, but I asked to swap it for this one. It seems relatively simplistic, but I do love the colours. I like patterns that are a bit more abstract and how it's spaced apart, because patterns like these are great for pattern mixing. I may crop it though, because the waist part fits very awkwardly over my hips and I think it would be more flattering as a crop top, but because it would have cost me $90 or something, I'm worried about ruining it. Sorry, I've got family banging around in the kitchen at the moment. I'll close the door and hopefully Kip won't get mad at me. Now we are moving on to our 5th item. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! Isn't this just gorgeous? Pastel vintage shrug I also got at the Fashion Revolution vintage markets. In fact, I was budgeting $30 to spend on clothing, and this cost $30. Basically in the first half an hour of the market, I had already bought this, but I was scared someone else might get it. But honestly, no regrets. But this is just so freaking amazing. I've been wearing this non-stop, I swear. This is me in shrug form, okay? It, like, I love the freaking zigzags, I love the colors, I love how easy it is to layer and stuff. At first I thought it was maybe a bit too similar to the cardigan I'm wearing now. Like, do I really need another pastel rainbow piece of outerwear? But then I thought, this is great for the more in-between weather. And I also discovered a little hack that you can do with this thing that makes it that much more versatile. You can wear it as a scarf! You can wear it as a scarf. This is actually something you could probably wear to like a wedding or some kind of formal event where you want to stay warm. And once again, it's vintage. On to item number 6, I think. And this is probably one of the more recent items I have gotten. It is this absolutely adorable vintage jumper or sweater for all you Americans out there. This is so fairy K. Isn't this just so fairy K? Just the colors and the pattern, and again it's sort of like this neutral pattern that's broken up by like color blocking, which again makes it really good and really easy to mix with other patterns. It also looks cute when layered under stuff like this, but then you also feel a bit sad that you're covering the sleeves. So I got this off of one of the vintage stores on Depop. It is actually a bit small on me. The reason why I got this was because I only had 2 jumpers and I was thinking about getting rid of maybe one or both of them because it didn't fit my style as much anymore, and I really wanted something that I knew would go with so much of what I own. So cute. I ended up buying this for myself as like a reward for completing my assessment. I had to do 5 assessments in 1 week, and 4 of them, or maybe like 3 of them or something, were due on the same day. So what I ended up doing was I submitted an assessment a day. So one was 3 days early, one was 2 days early, one was like 1 day early, and I felt so accomplished that I had to buy this. And it came from overseas, I think, so it would have a carbon footprint, unfortunately, from like the shipping, but I live in Australia. We're a very isolated country. There isn't exactly much we can do. I still think it's worth it. I still think it's cute, even if it is a bit small and even if it's already got like a few holes. You've probably seen this all over Instagram if you follow a lot of kawaii pastel fairy K people. The pastel rainbow dungarees from Lucy and Yak. Sorry, it's very difficult to show you. Everyone, I swear, everyone has these, and obviously as a sustainable fashion enthusiast who also loves pastel rainbows, I was basically legally obliged to get these. There was no way around it. I had to do it, and also I was kind of low on pants at the time, but I bought like 3 pairs of pants in like relatively close succession, so I had to tell myself, Cora, no more pants at the moment. They're so comfy. They're a bit big on me. Like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get this size or the one below it, like, because I knew it was supposed to have an oversized look, but I wasn't completely sure. If I were to order these again, I would order a size down from this, but I'm still really happy with these. You can like only tie one strap if you want to and have the other thing dangled down if you like. You can roll up these as much as you want, which is super cool. You can layer things under them and over them, and it looks so cute. I guess I gotta talk a little bit about the brand Lucy and Yak itself, because they're a fairly well-known sustainable fashion brand. So these dungarees are quite eco-friendly. They're made out of organic cotton, pretty much cotton that isn't made with pesticides, and I don't think they're grown from like genetically modified seeds either. But yeah, no pesticides means that these are safer to wear than just regular cotton garments, which is really good. They're made out of low impact dyes as well, which also makes them safer to wear, and also safer to wash, because when you wash your clothes, they contaminate the water with harmful substances like pesticides and dyes. Lucy and Yak does take care of the people who make their clothes in India. They work with a small tailoring business over there. They pay them above living wage. We know that they're being taken care of. We know how much they're being paid. You can read all about it on their blog or even their YouTube channel, and I'll put links to those in the description below as well. It's really good to see a brand like that get more recognition, and I hope that we see more brands like that get recognition as well. And speaking of one brand that I would love to see get more recognition, if you follow me on my blog or my Instagram, you probably know exactly what brand I'm about to talk about. Let me show you the grand finale of this Haulternative video because I'm so excited. This is my favorite thing in the whole Haulternative. It is just a stripy pastel shirt with cute little sleeves. Oh wait. Oh, it's a big ruffly dress, but not just any big ruffly dress. It is from my favorite brand, Clean the Label, by the designer Christina from Perth, and it is made from an old secondhand or just an old t-shirt or something, and scrap fabric from previous projects, and like bed sheets as well, created into this gorgeous dress. This gorgeous dress. Like, just look at all of the ruffles and stuff. You can tell that Christina worked so hard on this, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much. I've been wearing it a ton. It is my first collared dress though, so I wasn't used to, when I sit down, this would kind of like strangle me a little bit, but for something this beautiful, sometimes you gotta suffer for fashion, and if it's really bothering you that much, you could always just undo the first button. I mean, I love wearing this with this cardigan, but I'm also very guilty of only ever wearing it with this most of the time. I mean, like, let me just show you how the two go together. It just... Look at that! Look at that! Look at this gorgeousness. Look at how beautiful it is. It just... Christina, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So Clean the Label is my favorite brand. It's pretty much a one-person project by Christina Lean, who designs and makes and markets and sends everything out herself. I swear not enough people appreciate her and what she does. Upcycling old materials is one of like the most sustainable ways to make new clothes, and I am such a sucker for that patchy aesthetic. You bet I will be shopping from Clean the Label again. Okay, so in typical fashion, my phone cut out just when I was about to film the outro, hence why we're in a bit of a different and slightly more sloppy camera position. Anyways, I would like to thank you for watching my Haulternative. If you're interested in learning more about ethical, sustainable, alternative fashion, you can check out some of the links below. You can read my blog, join the Alternative Fashion Lovers for Sustainability Facebook group, or follow me on my Instagram. You can also find links to the places where I got most of my items as well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button, maybe also click the bell as well, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!